In a quiet village, there lived two boys, Ethan and Ryan. They were childhood friends, studied in the same school, and grew up side by side. Ethan was kind, humble, and honest. Teachers admired him for his discipline and dedication. He never missed homework, never caused trouble. Ryan, on the other hand, was smart and came from a wealthy family. He wore fancy clothes and carried himself with pride, but he was lazy, careless, and a bit arrogant. He would often mock Ethan. "You poor boys act honest and kind just so people like you. You don't have money to look good, so you try to be good instead. But I don't need to pretend, I'm already good-looking and smart. People naturally like me." But Ethan never reacted with anger. He would just smile and reply, "Looks fade, Ryan, but character stays. Honesty, kindness, hard work never goes unnoticed." After school, Ryan moved to the city for college. Ethan stayed behind because his parents needed him, and city education was too expensive. He studied at a local college, helped with farming, and eventually became a village school teacher. Whenever Ryan visited, he couldn't resist mocking him. "Hey, still stuck here, village teacher? Poor people like you will always stay small. No money, no ambition. That fake honesty won't take you far." Ethan, as always, smiled calmly and said, "Hey, Ryan, you look smarter every time you come. The city really suits you." Years passed. Ethan married, became a father to a baby boy, and lived a simple, peaceful life, grounded in love, honesty, and dignity. Ryan married a modern, city-bred woman. Encouraged by her, he sold his village property, took his parents with him, and started a business in the city. From that day, he never returned. He left the village and Ethan behind. Ethan's son, Aiden, grew up to be tall, smart, and incredibly handsome. Though Ethan didn't have much, he saved every penny to send Aiden to a prestigious college in the same city where Ryan lived. Aiden carried his father's values, quiet strength, humility, and grace. And fate was quietly weaving its own story. At that college, Aiden met a girl named Lily, beautiful, confident, and modern. She was Ryan's only daughter. At first, Aiden hesitated. She was from a rich urban background. He was a simple village boy. But Lily was drawn to his depth and character. Their friendship blossomed into love, and one day, it was Lily who proposed. Her parents were stunned. A village boy? A farmer's son? But Lily stood firm.
"We already have everything: wealth, status, luxury. But what we lack is someone who brings honesty, loyalty, and heart into this family. I'm the only child. I don't want someone just because he's rich. I want someone real. Someone who respects me, loves me, and values people, not just possessions." Rich boys often come with arrogance and unpredictable moods. But Aiden is different. I see honesty in his eyes, calm in his voice, and strength in his silence. I know he was raised by good parents, and I truly believe I won't find a better man than him.
After much hesitation, they agreed. The couple married quietly before Ryan could change his mind. And for the final wedding ritual, Aiden invited his father. When his father walked into the grand city home, Ryan stood frozen. His old friend, the same humble boy he had mocked for years, was now the father of his son-in-law. His only daughter had married the son of the very man he once looked down on. And one day, all he had, the home, the business, the legacy, would belong to Ethan's bloodline. Ryan was speechless. Ethan walked up, looked him in the eyes, and said softly, "Life is strange, isn't it, Ryan? You said honesty would get me nowhere, and yet here I am." Then he smiled gently. "I never chased wealth. I only tried to be a good man, and in the end, that was enough." For the first time in his life, Ryan had no words, only the weight of his past echoing in silence. The man he once laughed at was now the father of his future heir. That day, Ryan didn't just see Ethan. He saw the result of a life built on truth, kindness, and quiet strength. As the wedding rituals began, Ethan placed his hand on his son's shoulder with pride in his eyes, not for the wealth Aiden was marrying into, but for the man his son had become. Moral of the story: never look down on someone because of their current position. Life is always moving, and the tables can turn when you least expect it. Ryan mocked Ethan his entire life for being poor, honest, and content with little. But in the end, the same man he once laughed at became the father of his only son-in-law, the guardian of his legacy, and someone he could no longer look down on. The person you mock today for having less might be the one you'll have to stand before tomorrow with respect. Life has a way of humbling the arrogant and honoring the sincere, because God sees everything, and He lifts the humble when the time is right. If you believe that tables can turn and God lifts the humble in His time, then comment, "Stay humble," and share this story with your friends. May God protect your heart from pride and bless you with the wisdom to value people for who they truly are.